All right. So today you're doing 143, just A and B. So question A talks about many insects migrate between their summer and winter homes. The desert locust migrates about 800 miles further than the monarch butterfly every spring, and the pink spotted hawk moth migrates about 200 miles less than 4 times the distance of the monarch butterfly every spring. Laid end to end, the distance traveled by the monarch butterfly, the desert locust, and the pink spotted hawk moth is about 12,600 miles every spring. How far does each species travel? So we're going to solve this using that 5D process. If you're not sure, how to set that up, my recommendation would be go back to one of our earlier ones. You'll notice you've got your table here. Actually, let me go back a little bit further. That might be too far. Yeah. Let's see. Is it this the one? All right. And we've got this idea of this 5D process and kind of what it looks like. So make sure that you make it look, like this. All right. So on your paper, we've got our describe or draw, which is all the important information in the problem. And then we actually make the table with our define, our do, our decide, and our declare. So you're going to go and you're going to draw this table kind of on there. And you're going to put in your important information, what you're going to define, what you're going to do, what you decide. Then your declare is answering the actual question. So as we do this, just a little helpful hint to kind of push you in the right direction. As we are talking about this, so we know that this desert locust migrates about 800 miles further than the monarch butterfly. So I'm just going to jot some notes down. You're going to fill stuff in. So I know the locust does this. So put an L for locust. It goes 800 miles further than the monarch butterfly. So whatever the monarch goes, I know this locust is going to go 800 miles further. So the locust is the monarch plus 800 more. Then I've got this pink spotted hawk moth that migrates about 200 miles less than 4 times the monarch butterfly. So I'm just going to put down H for this pink spotted hawk moth. And here's what I know about it. The pink spotted hawk moth migrates about 200 miles less than 4 times the monarch butterfly. So we've got that 4 times the monarch butterfly. So that's my monarch butterfly. That's an H. So we know the hawk is going to go 4 times whatever the monarch butterfly does. But then also it says it's 200 miles less than 4 times. So I'm going to subtract off 200. So in your define, here's going to be your things. You need a column for the locust. You need a column for the hawk. And then what is my guess going to be on this? And remember, our guess, our starting point is always that piece of information that if we knew this, we could figure out everything. Well, when I look up here, if I knew the monarch, then I could fill out everything. So in my table, the monarch is going to be my first column, and that's what I'm going to guess with every time. So I'm going to guess what this number is, and then I'm going to fill them in. And if I guess 20, I put a 20 in here, tell me what the locust is. If I guess 20, I put a 20 in here, I do the math, then that tells me what this hawk does. All right. And remember what we're trying to do. It says that laid end to end, the distance from the monarch butterfly, the locust, and the hawk is about 12,600 miles every spring. So when I get all three of these, they should be able to add up to 12,600. Remember though, you need to get it set up as a table. So make sure that we're doing what we need to as far as putting it in table form. But these are the three things that go into the define. So if I pull up just an old table, in my define, this piece right here, we've got the monarch butterfly, we're going to have the locust, and we're going to have that hawk moth. All right, and then the do is where we're actually doing those. Remember though that you are guessing on the moth. All right, so hopefully that gets you a push in the right direction. Remember when you're finished with your lesson to take a picture of your work and then send that to me. So you're only doing A and B today. B, I'm going to let you do all of that on your own. So there's no helpful hint on B, but follow the exact same process. All right. Good luck today. Any questions? Email me.